So, Gerd, you've spent years helping people and companies understand where the world is heading. If you had to describe the moment we're in right now in one sentence, how would you say technology is reshaping humanity?
Yeah, right now is a pivot moment. We're at the pivot point of many things. And basically what's happening is that now we have to decide what future we want rather than what future is coming. Because now it's like impossible is no longer a word. Uh, Quantum computing, AI, nuclear fusion, genetic engineering. The key question is, what do we want? How do we agree on what's good for us? And how do we collaborate? Because in principle, we can do all of these things. We can replace the human brain with a chip.
Yeah.
We can upload our minds to the internet. The question is, why is it good for us and what do we want? So that's a major moment, also causing a lot of uncertainty because the old business model of business, which is profit and growth, is crashing because if we just pursue profit and growth, then we end up in a place where we take everything but don't give back, like we did with the environment. If we do that with AI, then we're timing out.
Yeah, well, they do say now that they're going to give us time back with this generative AI. So we don't know actually if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, it will give us time back in terms of unlocking more potential because it does the routines.
Yes.
That's true. But generally speaking, we have 5 years, roughly, most scientists agree, until we can have a machine that's as smart as all humans combined.
5 years is a short
And 5 years is not much time.
Not much time, no. Your book, Technology versus Humanity, came out before the AI explosion we're living through today. If you were writing it now, what would you add or change?
Yeah, it's funny. Many things in my book, which is 10 years old now,
Yeah.
already had anticipations of this moment. I called it the clash between humans and machine. Right? And this is where we are today. And we're getting there much quicker than I thought, that we have a machine that can act like it's human. So my current book I'm working on is called The Human Resistance, which is a continuation of this thought, which is to say that technology can be amazing for us, but we have to resist the temptation to build technology that's more than us and build technology to supersede us, especially when it's about AI, but also about other things. So we may have to choose not to build things. And I think I didn't have that in the first book. It was primarily about digital ethics, and that we have to make sure that we have morality guiding our decisions, and our standards, our values, our humanness, rather than the machine saying, I can do this, let's do it.
Right? That's important
right
now.
Yeah, it's becoming more important now because now we have conflicts about this, like America and China pushing artificial intelligence as an arms race, which we in Europe don't want because we'll be in the middle.
That's true. You often talk about putting people, planet, purpose, and prosperity at the center of progress. How do we make sure that beyond AI doesn't just mean more tech, but actually better lives for people? Since you are the positive futurist.
Yes, well, I think it's really quite simple. If your objective is profit, growth, and power, you will do whatever it takes to that. America or the United States is on that course, right? Whatever it takes. That's number one. And then you end up with a certain result, like we do in China or maybe the US soon. But if you have a wider perspective, you have a more human stock market, so to speak, right? So then you have to tick all the boxes: people, planet, purpose, prosperity, and peace, right? Then you get judged differently. So I think we need to redo the way that the stock market works. Right now, if you're Aramco, you can get lots of money from investors, but you're killing the earth, basically. If you're Meta and Facebook, you're essentially mining for data. It's a great stock to buy, but it's killing us.
Yeah.
Right? So that needs to change. So our paradigm needs to be larger, which I think many Europeans support this idea, but the stock market does not. The stock market is very old-fashioned, just give a dividend, If we look for dividend only, we won't be around to get another dividend by 2050. That's the bottom line.
Well, maybe AI can innovate it to be more not so old-fashioned in reality.
AI can do many practical things, but it cannot change our beliefs, our politics, our policy, right? This is about value systems, and humans have to do that. So AI can do practical things, anything practical, life science, medication, disease, cancer, food systems, all of these things we can do with AI. But in terms of policy and what we want, this is a democratic and philosophical debate.
So, and finally, how have you enjoyed the summit and your time here in Cyprus? And does the island's mix of history and innovation give you any ideas for the future?
I think it's amazing what you have here. It's like when I compare to other countries that are 10x, it's active. There's lots of people interested. People are coming together speaking. Lots of young people, lots of women.
Yes.
I think that's pretty remarkable. If we had this in Switzerland, it would look different. Yeah, but I mean, Switzerland also has great things, right? So I think it's amazing and deserves more attention.
Thank you so much. And thanks for participating.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks, Gerd.
Thank you.